time now.
Every day a new day, move things, do things like my life a movie, hey. Every day new day, move things, do things like my life a movie, hey. Every day a new day, move things, do things like my life a movie, hey. Every day new day, move things, do things like my life a movie, hey.
Welcome back to the Smoking Tingz podcast. All smoke, no chaser. Our second episode of 2023, live right here at Smoking Tingz Dispensary and Smoke Shop, 1705 North Capitol Street, Northeast. Make sure to come in here and visit us. We got all your adult, fun, recreational, and medical needs. Flour, mushrooms, all the good stuff. You already know. Make sure to follow Smoking Tingz on IG. So we're going to get into it. Like I said, second episode of 2023. Almost 1 month in. So this year seems like it's going to be flying by like the rest of them. How's y'all's 23? Well, before I even do that, we're going to do our intros. Ebou Taal, Black, African, the Virgo, still. My man Jay not here today, so we do have a special. Yeah, you back on the couch.
Back on the couch.
You back on the couch. And your original. Guest. That's your original seat.
Yeah, I'm back.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's your boy Eddie B. Showtime.13 on Instagram. Showtime with a Y, and we back.
Hey, it's Big Rob 5826. Keep it knocking, but I ain't gonna let you in.
Big Chase, hookah extraordinaire.
The king of the city.
You just don't know which city.
You find me at your local club, giving out the best hookah. Shout out to District Hookah. That's who I'm with.
Yeah.
Good partners over there.
And here for the second episode, man.
Yeah, Chase gonna fill in for Jane today. So we're excited to hear what he's got to say about our several different topics. We had a little preview of it earlier before we got on air, so it should be a fun episode. It's all the fellas today, all the fellas. So ladies, sorry.
Hey, he definitely got something to get off his chest, man.
Yeah,
so we're going to put that out there, apply the pressure early, man. We're going to get started.
All right. Well, before we do that, this is our second episode, first month of the year, second episode of 2023. This is going to be episode 9. So we're almost at 10. Damn. That's pretty cool. Now that we think about it, but yeah, how's everybody's 2023 going so far? You know, my man ain't smoked a hookah in 15 years.
That ain't one of them Cubanos, man. It's a little different, man. It's a Chase extraordinaire.
I'm waiting on him to tell me, yeah, you can bring your cigar here, but he ain't gonna never say that to me. He gonna like, you know what? Well, you can smoke anything in this motherfucker but a cigar.
Yeah, unless it smells like something else.
Yeah,
man. Be cigared out in here. But yeah, how's y'all 2023 going? The resolutions,
I'll clean it out for you.
All of that.
Nah, it is.
They over there struggling.
That man trying to work
that good hookah, man. But all right, I'll start, man. 2023, man, thus far, a lot of strategic plans and moves being set up and made, and we all here, man. Yes. Everybody healthy, everybody together. And we still living, man, pushing, just trying to execute.
What up, Kevin? Big shout out my man, Kevin.
Plans, man. I ain't do nothing special so far. Went to the grandiose New Year's party that was lit.
You did something special this past weekend.
We got the grandiose Mexico coming up.
That's right.
Bing.
April 28th.
BDLB Square.
To May
1st.
Yeah, so make sure y'all tap in, man, on the page. Y'all find a link. But yeah, I did something nice, I guess, for the City Future performed this weekend at Capital One. Mm-hmm. So, everybody was out and, had a good time there, man. It was lit.
Yeah, we were talking about the show earlier offline and comparing it to the last big show that was here, which was the Burna Boy show. Because I wasn't at the show, but I saw everybody's IG stories and all that. It was definitely packed. Everybody was in there for sure, but it just looked like it wasn't the same energy as when Burna. It just wasn't a lot of energy in there, man. I don't, y'all were in there.
So I went to both shows.
There you go.
I went to both shows, and I got to tell the truth. As much as I'm a fan of the hood, I love it. I really do love it. I love it. I love the streets. I love everything about it. But there's no. It's not even close to the Burna Boy show.
Mm-hmm. Well, the energy wise,
energy, performance, everything. Even like it was packed and it was black people was there, and it wasn't like it was just all Africans that came to see Burna Boy.
Yeah, for sure.
Nah, it was everybody and everybody. They put their best on and they did all. It was just a good show. Mm-hmm. Like it was a good time.
It was fun.
Did I have fun at Future? Absolutely, because I'm around all my people and we having a good time. But if I sit back and gotta tell the truth and analyze it, performance-wise from the rappers, and not to be so hard on them, like it was definitely sound issues, micro. Like it's like there was nobody took pride in it.
Yeah. That's why like did they not do? They don't do sound check and all that anymore.
I don't know. I don't know if they knew that
3 o'clock in the
people
afternoon
was coming in there and whatever. But
that's crazy.
I'm sure they did.
It just wasn't.
But you gotta understand, I've done shows, big shows, right? And you pay your sound people. You pay for your sound. I've done Constitution Hall and stuff like that, and you pay for the sound. And I remember doing a big size show before, and I couldn't believe that the sound cost that much. You know what I'm saying? The sound was a whole nother ball of wax. So I don't know. I didn't go to either show, so I can't comment on that. But the fact that you paying these entertainers this kind of money, and they're not giving you the best sound, let alone the best performance, it's a slight. I mean, you got people like that came here, like Lil Wayne and all these guys, and then came to different spots here. And I'm calling people out. They give you the worst. They're giving you 10 minutes. How dare you hit me for $250,000 for 10 minutes or something ridiculous like that? But they got the nerve to do that. Yeah. And that's why I ain't even mad when some of these other cities like Chicago and other spots like that press them. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and you hear about them getting pressed. They getting pressed because they worried, you gonna give me a good performance. I'm gonna spend this kind of money to get you. And I expect you to do certain stuff. You can't even we did two Jones in Miami, right? Me and my partner. And one of the artists we got, he didn't even want to sit at the table where they could see him. He sat where he felt like. And I remember paying this man all this paper. He didn't stay long. The second artist came in. He didn't even have to perform, supposed to do a walkthrough. He gave us 7 songs and stayed for 3 hours. It's a difference in how you treat your people, right? And our people have a tendency that once they get up and get the bag, they tend to act strange. Lil Wayne goes platinum here every time he come out. For him to turn around and give us any type of bad performance or subpar appearance is so disrespectful. And we've been on him, on his music since he came out.
Yeah.
Some of the biggest supporters.
This is the biggest market for a lot of hip hop artists, like period. A lot of artists in general, hip hop, Afrobeats, anything, because this is just a big market anyway. Mm-hmm. So yeah, when you come to DC, you should make sure that you're giving these 20-something thousand people that are in Capital One Arena like the best the same show that you gave in Atlanta, in your hometown. Right. This is your second hometown because you come here and get all these people from all these clubs, and every time you show up, people show out for you. You should like these artists, like, and that's really why I was more disappointed in what I saw of, because I wasn't there. But then I kept hearing from everybody like it was just I give you an
example. So I feel like the highlight of the night was when Dirt came out. Mm-hmm. But here's the issue with that. You have Future do his set, or half of his set, and it was a big surprise. The lights went off. He went in the back. Everybody's like, don't know what's going on. Bitches lying on my name. I ain't hit it yet. Dirk runs out. Whole arena goes crazy.
Yeah.
I'm talking about goes crazy. But within that 15 seconds of them going crazy, we now watching Lil Durk struggle with his mic because his mic isn't on. So yeah, the song is playing, but we're watching you. It takes the energy right out of it.
Right.
Energy went right away because he's trying. So then the dude runs out on stage, switches mics with him. He goes, that mic don't work. So for the first 2-3 songs, we just listening to Lil Durk. They're just playing. He trying to figure out his mic issues. They finally get him a mic that works. Yeah. He does his songs. The only thing I can say is he addressed it before he got off stage. He said, yo, DC, I want to apologize. You know, y'all know my mic wasn't working. He said, but we had a good show. Let's rock out. Woo, woo. Bam, ran out back, and then Future came back out. But it was just little stuff like that. Like, how y'all didn't have that?
Well, you know, Dirk wasn't set to perform, though.
Huh?
He did that on his own.
Okay.
He did that on his own. He came, I know somebody that it was actually to deal with him and mess with him pretty tough. And he said that he wasn't set to perform, but he gonna pop up there and do something. And that was just
I'm not putting it on him, but I'm like, how y'all give him a mic that don't? You give him a mic that don't. You give him 2 mics that don't work. Right. That's not on, not connected.
Yeah. Everything on the show that scale, and it should be absolutely like flawless from top to bottom. The sound,
that kind of money. I can't even imagine what they spent to get them those artists there. I can't even imagine.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
The kind of money they spend, then they go boom, boom, boom.
The average ticket price was $600. Definitely above $200. You know what I mean? Like,
sexy.
Yeah, I mean, I remember when concerts used to be like 50, 75. That was at the most. I think for Beyonce, like 7 years ago, I took my girl at the time, maybe more 8 years ago. It was like $75 and $150 for like good tickets. Mm-hmm. Like damn near by the stage, like 100 section. Now it's
you also got to remember though, some of these like the shows y'all seeing like with Beyonce and stuff like that. These are not promoters getting them. That's not what's happening. Mm-hmm. Okay, these are Live Nation and stuff like that because these are the only people that can afford to pay some exuberant amount of money that she might want. But when it comes to people like Future and stuff like that, I can imagine somebody probably jumped out there and a few people probably put up some bread. I'm not certain, but I can imagine when you see some of these shows and then they get bad sound work, you know what I'm saying, is incredibly inconsiderate of what city you're in. Like, and then to have artists that like Lil Durk was real apologetic, like you said, about everything going wrong. That's you showing people that the money you spent, I recognize it, even though, you know what I'm saying, it's not on me. I still recognize it. Yeah. Man, I'm gonna tell you, ounce of prevention be the pound of cure. No matter what you do, you can be cool. You can be you can speak up when something didn't go quite right. You know what I mean? And I wasn't there, did not attend, could have went and chose not to go. I was watching the playoff and was unhappy with that too.
That's spoiling the party for
So that is what it is. So I'm one of them kind of cats that take a minute for me to shake off when I be, jumping out there and losing bread.
Yeah. Yeah, man, y'all 23. Good so far?
What you mean? I mean, we just getting into it. I mean, it hasn't been bad.
The fuckery going on, like what's that?
I think the same things.
Shit just trickling over from 22.
Yeah, I don't think, a lot of people be like, new year, new me.
You hear that shit every year.
You look the same to me, cuz. That's how I be looking at it. Ain't it? Like, I mean, New Year resolution, every day you should strive to be better. Forget the first, January 1st, you should want to be better tomorrow.
Yeah.
That's how I look at it. Just got to be more militant with yourself.
Yeah, and I think everybody working towards something. We get slighted, a little bit off track, make backslide. Things don't go your way, but, man, we just want to tell everybody, man, keep pushing, supporters around, reach out, talk to somebody, and don't get discouraged, man, whatever it is you're striving for.
And I will say before the Future definitely brung them out. I give them that. It was a lot of ladies in the house.
Man.
It was a lot of people put their best on. A lot of ladies didn't, tell they, plus size friends, you don't gotta put see-through everything on. But it's okay. I'm not here to fat shame. I'm a big nigga.
So they really won their friend.
But nah. It was a lot of see-through ensembles that we ain't want to see through. I'm telling you.
Leave something to the imagination.
And not to that imagination.
Everybody's a star in their head because of social media these days. So everybody's getting attention no matter what.
I think that's good and bad. Because
absolutely.
You're supposed to carry yourself with high regards.
You got like you see women today. I see women who I know, plus size women or whatever. Then they go get the good. They had the great personality you ever wanted to see. Nice people, sweetheart, cute, and whatever. But they may be plus size. Then they get the BBL. All of a sudden, you don't even know them. They then turn to somebody else. They erase all the pictures off off the jump when they was a little husky.
All the
you know what I'm saying?
pictures gone.
When they was a little bit husky, and all of a sudden now it's like, I'm a new person.
You want to see the transition.
I need some money. I need you to, if you're going to fly me out, you needed 2 seats when we were trying to fly you out the first time. You dig what I'm saying? Wasn't nobody flying you nowhere.
Extra
and then all of a
belt
sudden,
buckle,
now you to my private. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, hey, be careful out there. Look, stay nice.
Humble is the way.
Man, listen, my mother used to say,
100%.
make sure all your words are soft and sweet, for you may have to eat them one day.
That was great advice from your moms. 'Cause, yeah, humble and just keep a level head, man. Like everybody has their own right to be braggadocious and feel themselves, and you should walk around with confidence and all that, but keep that shit to a certain level. Because there's niggas out here and women out here that can be far more abrasive about this shit than they are, and they just don't let you know just because they don't want to hurt your little feelings sometimes.
Right.
You know what I mean? Well, go ahead and you cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, I definitely saw some pictures and footage of some real extra things going on, outfits and all that. But I love it. One thing I do love about it is that our people come out to show love to our artists. You know what I mean? Even though it's hard economic times, like people ain't making the same kind of money before pandemic, through pandemic, recession year and all that. People are spending that $200, $300, $600 getting suites and putting on their best clothes to go see these artists that we support who are from our community, which is, another reason why they should put on the best performance ever, because this might be the one time this year that these people can do this. But I do love that the fact that, at least in this city, I think most of people come out to support these artists and show them love and like really like ain't no hate with it. It's like, we'll come here to support you and have fun and make this a beautiful time and a memory. You know what I mean? So, I think that's a beautiful thing. It's just sometimes unfortunate what happens during shows, whether it's the artist's fault or the technician's fault or, just the universe said not today. You know what I mean? Shit happens, but
I'm asking you a question.
One thing, because you said something about, paying an outlandish amount of money or whatever they feel they worth, and then they coming through and they, being anti or whatever. It might be their personality cool, but when you a celebrity, an entertainer, you on that level, people are coming to spots to see you. Mm-hmm. So you got to make yourself seen. You got to show the love. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, all right, get on the mic, announce yourself. Appreciate you, DC. I'm in the building, man. Let's enjoy. Let's have a good time. Let's keep this thing turned up. Hey, DJ, drop my you know what I'm saying? Just something that simple. Like, you coming in, we paying y'all for that. And might break even, might not. Like, it's just disrespect. But the people from your city, the ones doing business with them, they got to be the ones to set the standard and let it be known. Like, look, need you to come in here and be, active.
Yeah. For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
That's part of it, too.
And that's something else.
That's word on the street.
What we stand on.
It was 100+ for him to come to the after party.
Right.
We don't know if that, but if it was,
that's a nice bit of change.
Only a select few people, if that, even got to see him walk in. Most people that saw him walk in saw that little Instagram snippet of him be coming through the back door. Him coming through the back door, hoodie on, barely see him, sunglasses.
All the way,
and I get it. I get the incognito situation. Like,
now you can't be
incognito. No, not for 100, but no. I get it because you still want to keep the mystique, the mysteriousness about you.
But you're here for a show.
No, but you are. But if he would have got on the mic once he got in, like I said, and broke it down before, then that's cool to keep your hood on. Everybody know that's you. You know what I'm saying? But show us some love.
I don't even think that should have been, he should have been like that. Any celebrity you came to a major city, 20,000+ people to Capital One, then after party, they paid you X amount of dollars, whatever that was, which, 6 figures plus. You're put on a show. Like, this is why you wanted to become a celebrity. This is what you signed up for. This is why you came to DC to get this $1 million in sales and then another 150 or whatever it was for the after party. No, nigga, you stay by the DJ booth. If I'm the promoter, come here. You see that? No, you guys are right here. This your table. don't even go back there. I'll bring your bottles right here. What the fuck am I paying you for?
I'll go ahead and compare it because I've been to. I ain't that young as people think. I've been to shows. So Jay-Z did the American Gangster Tour, and I happened to catch it in Atlanta. And I was close with Alex, AG Entertainment, Alex Gideon, and them. And I was only about 18, but I was able to go to the Velvet Room. And Jay-Z came, and they said, I remember them saying they paid him like $150 or something like that.
Yeah, back
but when I tell you, that was one of the greatest after parties I ever been to in my life, because they set it up where he sit. Everybody in that club can see him.
Right.
And on top of that, he's got Beans with him, Ross with him.
Right.
Jeezy's there. This was nobody had a problem paying $10K because you felt like you was actually with them.
You were part of it, yeah. But
they was there. They was this close, and it was a good time. I remember. Shout out to the Velvet Room.
I'm gonna tell you something. I'm saying hold. See, I'm like that. And when he did Love here, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I'm saying like I'm a little older than everybody here, right? That's we ain't gonna argue that point. What I'm saying is my era is different, right? Our artist didn't have the courage to come to my city and do what the hell he wanted to do. He came to the city and gave us the best performance possible. I don't care what it was, what his nationality was, what city he was from or whatever. He gave us a show. These artists now are coming to these cities and we feel so sorry for them if something go wrong. We feel so sorry for them if somebody stepped to them and pressed them. And for real, that's them. They setting themselves up for failure. You know what I'm saying? A person jumps out there with the intention of making money. Can you imagine a dude giving you a garbage performance, a garbage everything, and then he turns around and then wants you to pay $150 to come to an after party? And let's get this straight, gentlemen.
Allegedly.
Nobody. I don't
saw
care.
you.
Let's say $1. Let's say 90. I don't give a fuck if it was 80. Somebody coming to an after party and you losing. Let's get that straight. You're losing at an after party. You're not making any money. So the person doing that is doing that for future promotion or something else. With that being said, you got the courage, the nerve to do something like that. And I know cities that don't play that. And DC has always been a city not to play that. Recently, in the last decade or so, things haven't been, going wrong for the artists when they get here. But somebody then step to them and say, look, I remember a couple of gentlemen that I do shows with, and I remember having to go to one. We went to a show prior to going to the after party. The guy felt that he didn't get compensated. The artist felt he didn't get compensated everything. And so he pretty much was like, well, I didn't get everything I'm supposed to get. And I remember the look that the fellas gave him at the room before he left was like, you gonna really, we didn't pay you what you asked. Whether your manager gave you everything, well, we don't care at this point. You're gonna go in that joint, you're gonna perform, you're gonna give us a song or two, and you can do whatever you want. If not, you won't be performing nowhere else for a while. Now, that might sound harsh coming from a street person and to ears to people who care about and love these artists. But I'm gonna tell you some good stuff. When they run out of fans, right, all of a sudden they become real humble. I remember meeting a lot of these guys when they first got started, right? And you see them when they come out and they give you the greatest show. They bleeding their hearts out, man. They've been wanting to get on.
Yeah, because they're hungry.
They was broke as the 10 Commandments before they got straight. And they giving you the best performance they can, the best music they had hid away for years. And that's what you want to see. And then for them to come out after we start supporting you, buying your music, downloading this, doing all of that, and then for you to come out, and I got my daughters with me or my sons with me or whatever, and you come out this joint and you give them 20 minutes of something that you wouldn't have liked yourself, that you give people what you would want yourself. Because every artist was at one time a fan. Just keep that in mind, gentlemen. At one time, they was a fan. Ladies, at one time, they was a fan. And with that being said, if they act like that, they will give you. That's why all the great ones, that's why your Anita Bakers, all of them, they give you the greatest shows ever. These people are rich too. They wealthy. They super popular. And when they come out, they give you the best performances they possibly
because
can.
They care about it.
Because
it's not just a way for them to make money. They're actually passionate about it.
Start doing the same thing.
Yeah, and I mean, and go off of what you said, there's two things I want to say from that.
Right.
One is that, money and fame will definitely show you who the person really is. Because if I love what I'm doing, I'm not gonna change because I'm making $1 million or $10,000 or $1,000. I'm gonna give you the same show no matter what. It could be a room full of 10 people. That's why I love Dave Chappelle. You know what I mean? He does these small rooms and these small clubs for nothing, and he'll do the big arenas or the bigger shows for Netflix and all that. It's the same show.
But my question to you is, so is it hip hop? Because it seems like we dancing around that only hip hop does this disrespect.
Right, for sure, absolutely.
These guys want the most money, and give you the worst performance.
Absolutely. I was just watching that movie that just came out, Elvis. It's up for like a whole bunch of Oscars and stuff. I just randomly put it on one day. It's really good, by the way. You guys should watch that. But when he was towards the end of his career, right before he OD'd, his last show in whatever hotel in Vegas that was, like, he couldn't even hold up his own mic for real. Like, but he still, like, in that, people still said that was the greatest performance. You know, he was on all types of opiates and all that stuff just to get him through just his regular life that was going on. But he still came out and did the show. You know what I mean? With everything that he had going on, he was overweight at the time. He was going through problems with his marriage, his daughter, his management. Everything around him was falling to shit. But he came out there. He didn't look the best, but he gave a hell of a performance. And that's, you know, yeah, he was getting paid for it, but he could have just, at that point, he could have just been like, man, fuck it. I don't even feel like doing it today. Like, so reschedule it with some artists do now.
But see,
like, I'm exhausted.
That might be a safe space, you know, a sanctuary.
Right.
So
no, that's true too.
Him performing, he loved it that much that it took all that away.
Absolutely.
You know, like, I'm coming out here for the people.
Just like playing ball.
Because I'm going to keep it 100.
Yeah.
I'm looking in the crowd while I'm there and I'm like, damn. All these people come out. I know y'all seen it at the Burna Boy. I seen it at other concerts before, but now it just be hitting a little different. And I'm like, man, these niggas, this love right here. And y'all don't come out and rock it with the same energy as you would in New York.
Yeah. Now,
as you would in Miami.
I think
as you would in
I got to give credit where credit is due to. When you do go see a Jay-Z or Beyonce or any of these people, they give you a hell of a show. Mm-hmm. Now, I remember seeing Drake. Hell of a show. Hell of a show. I remember him saying something to somebody. It was kind of cool. He said something to somebody in the audience. I don't know if it was rigged or whatever. But he was cracking on somebody that had a denim outfit on. And he said something. The dude wasn't moving, wasn't dancing. And he said, man, I can't get nothing. Dude was just looking at him. And he said, I tell you what, let me earn it then. And he commenced it. Anybody that went to that show.
It was here?
It was here. And he cut up. But when I'm telling you, you still, that's why you wonder, all you young boys talking about, I'm the GOAT, I'm this, I'm that. Man, listen, almost everybody that's running around hollering that are the ones giving you these bad performances. They're giving you these issues where they're coming out for 15, 20 minutes. All of the great ones, the ones you hear, like Jay-Z's and your Kendrick Lamar's and all that, man, Christian, they chant it up, they burning it down, and you can see it.
They're performing.
Difference, right?
They're giving you a show, not just walking around from one end of the stage.
They care about the craft.
There you go. They care about
the craft because I spent a lot of time in studios with a lot of rappers, and a lot of people don't know still to this day is punching in and punching out. A lot of them don't know. A lot of them can't do their songs. They don't have the breath.
Yeah.
To rap consistently and like not pause, because when they did that verse in the studio, they're punching in and punching out. They're saying a line or two, punch it, okay, come back in. Well, a lot of them they don't even have the wind for it. On top of this, that you done smoked a bunch of weed before you done came out. You're on a perk.
Now it takes like you physically have to be able to, like it's like a workout. Like that's why they say during versus who did Ja Rule go against? Was it Fat Joe? But Fat Joe was like, yo, I knew I had to be ready because Rule be performing. Like he's in the gym because he gets on stage and he's running around and he's, like all of that, like all that energy, like it's a performance. Yeah, you sweating, like if you're not up there sweating and going crazy, you're not doing it, because with all those lights and all that stuff on top of that, then you're not doing something right. You know what I mean? Like unless it's like just an intimate, small, like R&B situation or whatever. But those guys, like it's a lot of work being on stage and working that whole stage, working a crowd. Imagine just 100 people just working that crowd. Now you multiply that by 10,000. You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy. You have to work the whole room.
I remember going to shows not shows, but after parties, right? And, you know, DC, we so cool sometimes. And we don't we don't want pictures. We don't ask for autographs. I mean, this new generation is a little different.
That's very true.
But back then, we were so cool. A lot of artists can come here. They don't need a lot of security. They don't need a lot of people pushing you away and all that ridiculous shit. So I remember going to an after party, right? And I remember Gerald Levert, right? I know this is some of y'all, whoever you know who Levert is. Gerald, and I remember Gerald and Sean, his brother, right, were there. And his father, Gerald and his father had just made a slick song together, right? And Gerald just said, hey, you want to hear me and my brother do my father's song? My brother going to sing my father's part. He just said that while we sitting there kicking it. And we was like, yeah, do your thing, baby. You know what I'm saying? He actually got up. I mean, imagine them asking you, you want to hear me sing something? You want to hear me do something?
That's when the best shit happened, though.
Etiquette, the sweet shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
right.
That's when the best shit happened.
You got to beg these dudes to come to the front door now. What the hell is that? I'm begging you to come to the front door and I gave you a buck? Are you serious?
Listen, I remember being in LA.
You better walk slow. You better walk in slow motion. You better moonwalk coming through the front door and walk in slow motion.
Especially if you're getting all that money, bro. I'm getting $150 to come party, 100,000, 80,000, 50,000, 20,000. I don't get for an after party just to be there, and y'all gonna pay for all my liquor and everything else, and I'm gonna just leave after that. Thank you, appreciate y'all. I love you.
And they gonna say, look, they're smart to say, hey, Future. It's a whole mob outside ready to rip you in half. I think you need to walk out the front door real nice and shake a lot of hands and kiss some babies. You need to do that, or you ain't gonna make it.
Take some pictures.
He'd have walked outside, he'd have took 100 pictures. He'd have been the nicest person you ever seen because somebody was on his ass. All I'm saying, I'm not saying is it right or wrong. All I'm saying is the youngins ain't always guilty, God damn it, when they leaning on somebody or pressing somebody. The streets do that because when you feel like you've been robbed, stop thinking you always need a pistol to get robbed. It's not how it works. If you turn around and scrape your paper up or put something together, or even the money, the $200 or $300 it take to get a ticket to come in and see something, and somebody robs you, it felt like you've been robbed.
No, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? You talking about the drink you buying is $40, $50. You know what I'm saying? You done jumped out there and spent your hard-earned money right after COVID. We black. So with the money we invest in music, in clothes, in shoes and stuff like that, the things that we put our money into, right, we value heavy. So we invested in the artist, we expect that. We expect him to act like it or her to act like it. And I'm just tired of it. It's something that I see on a constant basis. I hear these comments, you know what I'm saying, from gentlemen about some of the hottest artists being some of the biggest assholes. How you coming through the back door if somebody gave you 50 cents over your lunch money to perform, motherfucker? You got the nerve to do that. But you wouldn't have did that if somebody just would have flashed a hammer and told you you need to Michael Jackson moonwalk down that fucking carpet coming in this joint and walk slow as possible. You dig what I'm saying? Or I'm gonna fucking bust your dumb ass. You know what I'm saying? So it don't take a lot to get it straight. The bullet costs 30 cents. The hammer might be 600, and we can make him do whatever we want. So I'm just saying, are we wrong as a city when we start leaning on artists about coming in?
The promoters can easily...
They lean on us, man.
Yeah, man, these promoters lean on niggas.
The promoters and club owners and all of that, you know, I'm a part of that whole industry, can dictate what's going on. Like, I've had plenty of artists come through whatever club I was doing at whatever time, and if they were being not what they were supposed to be, like me or one of my partners would be like, yo, here's the mic. I'm gonna hand you the mic. Yeah. And then you're gonna look like an asshole to these people, and then they're gonna drag you on social media or whatever, and then you're gonna stop getting mic. Because if I give you the mic and you just sit there and you don't do anything with it, like, that's my way of being like, it's time to go to work. Because we paid you to come here to go to work. I didn't pay you to come here to look and sit and be pretty and drink up all my motherfucking liquor. Fuck you. No, this is a business transaction.
What you having the mic and say, here, ladies and gentlemen, section shop. Section shop, these things.
For real, like, there's different ways to do it. But
that's what you're saying. You're right.
That was the nicest way that I was always. Then there were artists. It's just like, I would tell you, give me the mic, go up to the stage. Here you go, man. I just walk away. Yeah. And then have them play his song. What you gonna do now? Like, you don't have a choice.
In Miami, I started to tell the crowd, I paid him in cash. I'm dead serious. I was so close to doing it. I started grabbing the mic and say, I want everybody to know, I just paid him in cash. case y'all don't like the way he's sending the cut or acting up. If I'd have told him Wild Young is in there doing the spring break that we did, I just paid him in cash. He got his money in cash. He ain't want a check or nothing. So it's in his actual pocket.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
that.
And then y'all can go get that because he didn't do what he supposed to did. The second performance, it was crazy. He came in and did his thing.
Get pressed down like that, man. That's gonna be classic.
Yeah, so I paid him in cash.
That's a classic press out.
Yeah, he be trying to sue you. You be like, this is one that sounds want everybody know. Look, I paid the man every dime. He didn't get shorted nothing, and he got it in cash. All Chris 100s. They're in his pocket right now. Yeah. Y'all take it from there.
Yeah.
Now I sit back like this when you think you might want to get up before. Walk the fuck up out of here. Yeah, man.
Moral of the story: artists need to do better sometimes. We need to stop. We also need to stop supporting these artists that ain't doing what they're supposed to do.
No question.
With these shows and these walkthroughs, and just get our money's worth and not just be happy to be in the building. Yeah. If that's not enough. No, we paid for a show.
Act like IG models. Act like them IG Jones.
I will throw out the little positive light that I thought it was dope that they did let Bilal bring him out.
Shout out to Bilal, yeah.
That was cool. They didn't like for him to be on that type of stage.
Yeah, shout out to Bilal, man.
And they let him do his thing on the mic right before Future came out. I thought that's a lot of love right there.
Nah, that's for sure. That's cool. They tapped into the city and different artists from the city were in there, right?
Fat Trail.
I think Shock Glizzy was supposed to be there or perform, but I don't think he did.
He didn't come out. Did he perform?
I don't think so. No. I got there at like 8:30.
No. Yeah. Just Trail.
But yeah, he showed the local artists.
He embraced it. He embraced it.
But just
somewhat.
For the future artists that are coming to DC, we expect to be treated like DC, like the motherfucking nation's capital. Put some respect on our goddamn names. Give us that performance that you would do when you're home in Atlanta, in LA, in New York. We want that same shit. When Bad Boy concert came here, it was still the best concert I've ever been to in DC. That motherfucker was rock king. Nobody wanted to leave. Yeah. It was a party in 27,000 people party. The whole place was shaking, man. Like that was if the concert ain't gonna be like that, I don't know. Don't come. I don't even want to be there.
We supposed to be talking about that motherfucker a week later.
Yeah. Right, exactly.
Yeah, we supposed to be like, God damn, when I talk about that next
shit,
one.
Yeah, when I talk about that shit to this day, I get goosebumps because I remember I was in a suite. I wasn't even down there. Yeah. Like it was. Oh my God, that concert was so. When DMX came out, I've never seen a place. Literally, the earth was shaking. Yeah. Because nobody expected him. That was a show, but that's the difference in time and artists, right? So all of those artists knew they were on the road. They know what it is to give a show. And they all came out and fucking performed from Diddy to Lil Kim to Total to 112, every single person. And then like DMX was just like, oh my God, we're going crazy right now. I almost jumped out that suite and ran to the front.
I'm just saying, but like I said, I agree. When I thought about it for a minute, I was like, we do have so many artists you can name, like Kendrick Lamar and Drake and all these guys, and J. Cole and them, that's giving you shows that are talked about everywhere. That's how good they doing. Take a page out of these guys' book as far as work ethic when it comes to when you doing the show. Stop coming to my city, giving garbage performances. Rob may not push you out there, but you never know. Some of these young dudes or some of these cats here may not take it too kindly that you ran through that money without giving what you supposed to give back. Fair exchange ain't no robbery, people. You asked for what you asked for. They paid you what you asked for. You got your money on time. Ain't nothing holding you up. Get your ass out there, do your thing. It's your craft. Don't be the person everybody always talking about, late, not there on time, too high to perform. All these, we just seen Whitney Houston look like she needed to be took off in a wheelchair and still gave you some of the best performances you ever seen in your life. So I'm using old artists because I can't, and I'm speaking about some of the young artists that's still giving you what you asked for today. So with that being said, man, all of us have been around long enough, and you got a couple of people that promoted joints up here or paid for artists, and we already know. You got a man that been in the studio with them and watch how they actually operate on a regular basis too. So he know when they can't do certain shit. So when they do the best they can, he know what he's saying too.
Right. So I think we can. With that being said,
last shift before we to shift on the concert. I want to touch on one little subject. Nobody that had songs with Gunna did that. So Future did his songs with, he shouted out Free Slime, Free Thug. He did all that. He did his songs with Thug. He's got a bunch of songs with Thug. Not one Gunna reference song was played anywhere.
Yeah. Well, you know, Gunna didn't put a quarter
as it should be, man. So, man, with that, as it should be, man.
Right.
Well, you know, that's another whole nother topic.
No question.
But we understand why. So we'll just pin that right there.
So that was the show.
Yeah, in a nutshell. So switching gears completely, I want to get into this. We were going to talk about it last week or the week before last, but we didn't get a chance to. Gabrielle Union and her ex-husband. So she came out on social media and said, I don't know if it was on Twitter or Instagram, but that she felt in that relationship that she had the right to cheat and do whatever she wanted to because she was making more money than him. She was the breadwinner of the family. Now, I don't know what he did. I think he might have been a football player.
He was a goddamn.
Yeah, he was a football player. There you go.
So he wasn't broke.
Yeah, so he wasn't broke, but he felt like she came out there and said what she said.
She was
last
making
week.
more money than him.
Yeah,
they was married. She was making more money.
So you know.
So what you think, Jay?
Yeah, I mean, we're all men right here. We don't have our female perspective on it this week, but you know, we'll chime in on IG Live if anyone has any comments. I'll shoot it out there, but we'll start with Chase and you know get your opinion.
There was no backlash because it came from a woman, and that's generally it's double standards in life. Because if you jump out there and you say, "Oh, I'm allowed to sleep with whatever woman I want to sleep with because I pay for everything," my wife at home has nothing to worry about, not a bill to worry about, not a care to worry about, ain't a shoe she ain't got. So if I decide to step out, that just means that don't leave me be. If you got a famous actor, rapper, somebody say that just as blunt. It would have been an issue.
For sure, 100%.
It would have been, there's the toxic masculinity. It would have been, this is misogynist, this is that. But because a woman said it, now all of a sudden it was like, it was kind of like swept under the rug. It wasn't a big fuss about it or anything. I'm going to be, from my perspective in life, I've grown up in my household, watching my mother and father, watching other people's mothers and fathers. I had the pleasure of being around like famous people and athletes and seeing how they carried themselves.
Tell them who you used to kick it with, man.
Well, I ain't gonna say no name. I don't need nobody get in trouble with their wife.
Who you are, man.
I don't need nobody get in trouble with their wife. Just I worked for a couple clothing companies, Mesquite, Rockaware, LRG. This is back when Urban Brands was still big. It was a big deal. So I've been to a few Diddy all white parties.
Man, I'd be a humble man.
So everybody, I feel like, I'll put the elephant in the room. Everybody feels like, especially the men I grew up around, man, if I'm really paying for everything, like, it's a choice if you want to work or not. If you don't work, this G-Wagon's still there.
Yeah.
This house still here. You still going to Neiman's. You still going on trips. You still doing that. But if you wanted to work, cool. It's an unwritten rule. Like, don't bother me.
So,
I don't mean to say it like that because people are gonna be like, "Oh man, that's for." No, I've seen it. Don't bother me. Don't bother me about this and that. But also, I'm gonna do it respectfully. This is not to play around in your face, make you. I've dated older women, and I had a woman tell me, "Man, I don't really care what you do. Don't make me look stupid."
Yeah.
That's all. Don't make me look stupid. And what I took from that was, I know you young, you running around here, you got your little money, whatever the case may be. If you're gonna do what you do, it shouldn't get back to me. It shouldn't be nobody on my phone. I shouldn't hear about it. I shouldn't know about it.
Yeah.
So your overall perspective on...
My overall perspective on it,
Yeah.
I understood what Gabrielle Union was saying.
Do we agree with it?
But she made the choice to marry him, right? Knowing his situation regardless.
She made the choice to marry
and
him.
only she can scale up in her career.
But here's the thing. She made the choice to marry him, and that's that situation. I'm not here to break up the Wade household or nothing, or whoever she was with. We don't know if she's not gonna come out and say she's cheated on the men she's been with that made more money than her.
Mm-hmm. And do they have the same?
She said, because let me tell you, she didn't say that's the only man I cheated on because I made more. She said I didn't feel bad. Mm-hmm. I didn't feel bad.
Yeah.
So, and she said she felt like she should have. She's trying to
She said she should have felt bad.
Yeah, but she said she didn't. So, I mean, are you saying you felt bad when you cheated on the guys that had the money?
Let me
because after she get fucked, man, it don't matter. She like, damn, it wasn't even worth it. And if I get caught, I'm down with my man. You know what I'm saying? That's how that shit
So if D-Wade cheats on her, it's okay?
Let me say this.
In her eyes.
When it comes to that, you got to realize
the full pass.
Nowadays, in this society, right, it's all right for women to say things that sound completely outrageous. First of all, marriage is a partnership. And if you don't have a partner, you don't have a wife. Or you don't have a husband. So for her she married an athlete. She married a professional athlete. So this guy had the potential, if he'd have did well or even better, he would have made way more money than what he made or whatever the case was. So it wasn't like she didn't marry like all women marry. They married men for potential. I potentially think what this guy's going to do, or I potentially think we're going to go in this relationship. Mm-hmm. What I'm trying to say, men don't marry for that reason. We can marry our secretary at working for my company. I can marry my secretary, and it's not a frowned upon thing because, this is cool, her coming up. A woman that's in position now or in power looks like they can't marry the male guy who's always nice to them when he bring their mail up to the law firm. He's really nice to him. He want to take her out. He want to take her on a date. He's a handsome guy, whatever the case. And she says, you're not on my level or not on my par. Society has begun to dictate this and make it seem like it's okay to drag a working man. It wasn't like this dude she married was working construction. This dude was a professional athlete. But with that all being said, it's some cruddy shit, no matter how you want to look at it. And if a woman's bold enough to say she was out there throwing her body around while she was supposed to be in the eyes of God, since we're not speaking about the things that we grew up under. Stop acting like it's just okay to put a ring on somebody's finger and say I'm married. It's not okay. It's okay when you say you married in the eyes of God, when you stood in a church, when you said, I take this person to be mine for whatever fucking reason it is. Yeah. And you did that. Yeah. God damn it, honor that. And then hide your shortcomings. The Bible tell you that. The Quran, the Injil, the Psalms, the Torah, all the books tell you, don't be bragging about your shortcomings. Don't tell how you drug a man who ain't on TV dragging you. He ain't showing nude pictures of you or videos of y'all sex life or home or telling you was a dirty bitch or a low life motherfucker. He turned around and giving you the utmost respect because men are not allowed to speak. Real men don't speak when they shit don't work. We always wear the black hat. We ride off on the black horse with the black goddamn everything on. And we take it as if we the ones that destroy relationships and marriages, when in reality, you got a lot of women wake up one morning and say, I'm just not happy. Mm-hmm. And when they say they're not happy, that covers everything. That don't mean we wasn't saying I ain't happy because the bitch don't cook. I ain't happy because the bitch pussy trash. I'm not happy because our sex life changed if she go to bed dressed like a fucking Amish goddamn wife. None of these things. You know what I'm saying? We keeping it real. And you taking it from somebody who has made the pledge and tried my best to keep it. And anybody who linked to me or know me know that I've been a gentleman to the end. Even when things did not work, I had to keep my mouth shut because as men, we taught you don't talk about what the fuck going on in the house. I ain't talking about these soft ass niggas. I'm not talking about these fake ass dudes. I'm talking about real men. When they break up with a woman, you more than likely won't find out the real reason why he broke up unless you were super, super, super close to that person. And he may whisper it in your ear as to why he not with that woman no more. Other than that, she got away scot-free with all her shortcomings. But when that bitch get on goddamn Instagram TV and say, I'm out here fucking out of both drawer legs because I felt he made 50 cents less than what the fuck I made. How dare you? How dare you drag a black man like that? If the dude with the cat black, right?
Yeah.
All right. How dare you drag the black dude like that? How dare you do us like that? And y'all wonder why we come out twice as mean. We all good when we start. Every little boy you see is a sweet little boy that like lollipops, candy, and pretty girls. You wonder how we got fucked up. You ain't got to look that far.
What do you think?
Man, shit, OG, man, broke that motherfucker down so good. I don't follow up, but...
Follow up.
Man, I don't think it was right. You know, like he said, man, when you marry someone, man, that's a pledge under God. You know what I'm saying? But I think we're getting away from that. And, yeah, man, like, you just got to keep the honor, man. Keep the loyalty, keep the respect. And she was wrong, flat out. You know what I'm saying? Whether the man was making $20 an hour or $200,000 a day. You know what I'm saying? Like, you supposed to respect and honor that situation. And if you're not happy, then you leave. If it's not working for you, you leave. If it's not aligning for you, you leave. And it's just that simple.
Facts. Because they definitely don't think they ain't lined up wanting to know something. Slim would come out tomorrow morning. You can get on a podcast tomorrow morning, my man, and be a bitch nigga and talk about her feet stinking, her breath stinking in the morning, her pussy being trash. Whatever you decide you want to say about Gabrielle, you can do that and make money from it. But he won't do that probably, more than likely, because he looking at it like a man look at it. I can't do it and be respected for it. I can get paid from it.
Look, we all up here sitting. We know how that is. We know what it's like. And, man, if we was to get to talking that shit, man.
They don't want to shoot the spills. All of them want, guess what they're saying? Please keep your mouth shut about me.
Straight
Ebou,
up.
please don't talk about the dirty shit I did. Please don't talk about, you know what I'm saying, some wild shit I did, some off-brand shit I did. Eddie, please don't put me on Front Street about how you took care of this, that, and the third, or paid for this, or did that. Because if you let everybody tell it, you know what I'm saying, they could have did it without you. You know, they didn't do nothing wrong. They was perfect angels. Everybody Tina Turner in every fucking movie, and I'm sick of it. Every nigga's Ike Turner in every story. Come on now. You know what I'm saying? Ike couldn't have been at everybody's house. It's like the black dog and the drunk driving. A black dog ran across the road. He can't be everywhere at once. You know what I mean? It's only one situation. In every situation, it is what it is, man. Ebou, you already know. How many times you been under the bus, you done seen the transmission? How many times you done seen the bottom of the bus after dating somebody?
Yeah, I mean, it's just part of being a man in a relationship. Like we don't put our, I mean, most of us anyway don't go into specifics about the last person that we were with, you know, unless it's like to our close men or whatever. But to the general public, it's like, all right, they just broke up.
We didn't work.
Yeah, it just didn't work out because we're not gonna be out there talking shit about our exit. It just kind of was crazy. From the outside looking in.
It definitely is crazy.
But you know, we bred like that.
Because that partnership you had with
that partnership like that. You know, you talk.
You know what I'm saying?
But people taught you that when you was a little boy. Like nobody sat you down and said, "Hey, if you ever break up with a woman, don't you ever speak bad about her. Don't you talk about her. Don't you drag her. Don't you do any of that." Nobody had to tell us that. It's certain things in your DNA. Yeah. And in our DNA as a man,
we figure it out.
And a woman say he didn't do nothing for me. He didn't buy me nothing. He didn't pay no bills. I looked out, I took care of him, I did this, I did that. Well, sweetheart, what you need to do is reach down in your fucking dun-dun-duns and pull your fucking dick out because you just described the man. Since you did everything, he didn't do shit. You described the man, especially
you was with him.
We know these dudes, though.
Was with him.
Yeah,
we listen to women.
But we also already know what it is, so it's just like, just all right, you can have that. But like the real people around me know what the situation is, would have been, could have been, all of that shit. So it's no point going around. It's just difference between men and some women.
Let me tell you what I tell them, man. That story he just said is so terrible because that's like the first date. You know, you go on the first date and that's the first spell they put on you. Like, man, my last relationship, I took care of everything. I did this. Don't change with me, sweetheart. Keep taking care of Get the bill at Del Frisco's. We good. I've been looking for someone like you.
That's a fact.
Now all of a sudden,
you just said this on your Instagram.
Like, I did.
I'm my own boss. I got my own place. I got my own. Well, keep doing your own.
I done heard this.
Into it.
Every time you take a girl on a date, oh man, my last relationship, I took care of this, I took care of that, supported the mixtape.
Hey,
I got one coming out. You perfect for me. You perfect. Don't change now. Why all of a sudden you meet me and now I'm required to give you the world, but you just told me how you give. We can't go 50-50. You wasn't even going 50-50. You just told me you took care of this man.
I told you earlier the story.
You ain't want for nothing. You know what I'm saying? I hear that. The sob joke, you hear that joke, you gotta call it what it is. Because from now on, like he just said, if your ass come to me and you telling me how this last dude wasn't shit, he was garbage. Bitch, if I buy you a sandwich, I'm one up on him already.
Already.
Let you tell if I get you a whip, I'm gone. But that's not real. We already know one thing about it.
Man.
If you let a bitch paint a dick on the Mona Lisa, the picture gonna change. You know what I'm saying? It ain't the same thing it was before. So just people keep it 100. When Drake said what he said about not talking about the last situation, I forgot how the line went right, but he spoke about not goddamn speaking about your last situation. You know what I'm saying? And I'm telling you, when a woman goes in her purse and pay, like I spoke about it in another episode, when a woman goes in her purse and pays for any particular item out of her purse, that woman etched herself in our brain on a single date. We won't forget her. We won't do it. I had a girl that she was just a really cool girl. We used to go to Layla. Anybody know about Layla? Layla was a pop-up spot in D.C. at one time. Shout out to Taz and Ed Archer and all these guys that put that together. We used to go out, and I remember this young girl used to come out, and every time she would come in, before the was closing, she would slide me $200. Man, she may be her and another girl, but she would give me $200 bills. I'm dying laughing because my bill was probably, let's just say it was a few dollars more than $200. And the $200 would just be something. It would be a tip or something. That wouldn't even be a tip. That's tip probably off a ball or two. But she would do that each time. One time I caught her and I asked her. I said, "Look, I seen her in the street." I said, "Why do you always do that?" She said, "My father told me that." She said, "The way we do math. It's about $40 to get in the club. So for me and my girl, that's $80 coming in. If we get 2 or 3 drinks, we already at $200." She said, "But guess what? If I come in the club and I'm with Rob, I ain't got to worry about nobody pressing me. I'm at his table. He gonna have all the nice drinks. And if I give him $200, I ain't got to worry about nobody here thinking they gonna get some pussy that I don't want to give up." Tripping, because this 20-plus-year-old girl knew the game. Her father, her mother, whoever taught her, gave her the game to get ahead of the rest of the line. When everybody say they want something, don't want to give nothing back, you know what I'm saying? That's the most ridiculous thing in the history of the world right now. You know what I'm saying? I saw a meme, you know what I'm saying? Not stretching this, but I saw a meme, and the meme said, he was talking to a woman, and the guy was like, she said she didn't want to do wifely things. So the guy was like, "Let me get this straight. Why do you want to marry me?" And she said, "Well, I want to marry you because you're a good provider. You're this, you're that. You're patient with kids. I watch you do this. I watch you do that." He said, "So you see me, these are the things and attributes you see in a husband." She was like, "Yeah." He said, "So that's not me. I am just being myself when I'm doing these things. So if you see that in a husband, why ain't you doing wifely things? Why ain't you acting like a wife? You telling me you're waiting to be wife to act like a wife? Come on, man, keep it 150. This shit is stupid. It's a dumb conversation, it's rhetorical. You young women always talking, women, period. 40, 30, 50, I don't give a fuck what you are. You always saying ain't no good men out here. How do you think these guys got that way? They got that way because somebody got them and trashed them. But you wait until you get 100,000 miles on your ass and giving me something that you got more fingerprints on your ass than CSI. And all of a sudden you ready to come to me and now you want to straighten this up, we get married and we do the motherfucker. That don't even make sense. All I'm saying, put your best foot forward, hide your shortcomings if at all possible, and try to be different than you were in your last relationship. Because something broke it up. And if you don't start seeing the things you did in the motherfucker, then you'll continue to make the same mistakes. You're running the same bullshit game from 2007 on somebody in 2027. It doesn't work that way. And trust me, we'll be around a lot longer than y'all. A lot longer than y'all. Don't get it fucked up. We'll see the new generation. We'll see the new thing come and go.
Yeah, but that new generation's trash, so fuck that.
I'm talking about
that new generation's trash, bro. I don't want none of them.
Hey man, he said more.
Those 25-year-olds, those 20. I'm sorry, anybody. Like, you already know he's good for that. That's a lot of fucking bread. But yeah, I mean, go back to the Gabrielle Union thing. It's just. whichever way, man coming from a man to a woman, or woman to a man, at the end of the day, it doesn't. To me, it doesn't matter. Who's making the most money. It's not appropriate either way for somebody to say, I have the right to do this and hurt somebody else because I make more money than you. And I'm going to do it in front of your face or behind your back when you find out I don't give a fuck. That's not right. Whether it's a man saying that to a woman or a woman saying that to a man. And but what Chase said, it was, nobody really, none of the typical people that speak up said anything about her saying that, which was a little bit surprising to me, which is why I kind of wanted to bring it up here. Because it's number one, it's not normal for a woman to just come out and say something like that, right? And Purple Unicorn in the chat said that, well, she's always been a more manly type woman. She's always been the dominant person in her relationships. And maybe that's where that comes from, but still.
Who was that again?
Purple Unicorn.
Okay.
I think you might know who she is.
Nah.
Okay, I don't know. But shout out to her. She supports us a lot.
Oh, Purple Unicorn. Go ahead.
But yeah, it's either way, it's from whichever side it's coming from, it's wrong. And finances should not dictate how you treat the person that you're with. If you love somebody, if you're, like you said, if that's your secretary or she doesn't work, she raising your children, or she's in the house making sure everything is in order while you're out there handling your business, so you don't have to worry about that stuff, it's still a value. And you're with the person for a reason. You're not with somebody just because you have to be. That's Gabrielle Union. You could have been with whoever you wanted to be at the time, right?
Yeah, man, ask you a question.
Cheating.
I did want to ask you something. Do you think what Gabrielle's doing is also in either keeping the spotlight on her situation that she's going through with the little boy who's transgender or whatever? Did she say that he is, which is Dwayne Wade's son or whatever? I don't
daughter.
I don't know. Yes. I don't know what reasons people have for bringing up old issues. Am I having a current issue? Am I about to expose a particular person I'm dealing with? I don't know what it is. But it seemed a little odd because they're in the media about that right now. And it's like a big thing going on with the boy wants a sex change or whatever. And look, hey, one thing about me, if you like it, I love it. You know what I'm saying? So I sit there and watch all the clown shit that you want to do, and they go on, and I'm going to be right there with my popcorn watching this goofy shit. But at the same time, it's all right for you to be, Jake the Jackass and do whatever you want and say what you want. But be careful when your shit affects other people. Be very, very, very careful, right? You wonder why street dudes hold stuff close to them. They don't tell stories about people that's still alive. They don't tell you things that happen when somebody might can still get hurt. There's certain codes that we follow in life that we just don't, for some odd reason, nobody has to tell us, nigga, don't talk about that.
Yeah, that's second
so when I'm watching all these podcasts and these cats and these dudes on Vlad and all that, and they speaking about a lot of things, right, that I'm saying, man, this is weird. And then I'm seeing this woman speaking about a situation where she pretty much is doing what they think that men would do. A man is making more money. You think that he would, in order for him to make more money, he has to have more women. When that's really not the case. You know what I'm saying? Because you can take people like everybody from Paul McCartney to Bill Gates and all of a lot of these cats, well, not Bill Gates, but Jeff Bezos and all these guys got divorces. So money won't keep somebody. Money does not keep you. You know what I'm saying? Do money make you happy? Nah, but you can sure rent it for a while.
It's a facilitator.
You can rent happiness for a while. It's just a facilitator now. Yeah. I'm telling you, none of these women that I see today, when I say none, I used to turn broad, are not like my grandmother or my great aunts. Some of these women, you know what I'm saying, can fall in line with like my mom and stuff like that. But it's a rarity. Trust me, if you want to follow good people, you have people in front of you that know how a woman should act, or how a woman should never kick her man when he's down, or kick a man when he's down. These things they're not attractive features. Trust me, even if a dude laughing at your story, even if people telling you that what you doing, girl, you're doing the right thing, they would never want that to happen to them. They would never, you can't show me somebody that said, I want them to speak about my shortcomings in the bedroom, or I want them to speak about my shortcomings in my relationship, or I want them to speak about my shortcomings in raising my child or something like that. Because trust me, all of us got something to hide. Nobody's perfect. Perfection is merely an illusion. It's not a real thing in a human being.
Everybody got it. We all got our shortcomings, whether it's public or not.
There you go.
And, you know, when you're in a relationship and you know, as men anyway, and you make yourself vulnerable enough for your partner to know those things, that's supposed to stay there.
I love you, Purple Unicorn.
Hey, look at that.
She hit me on the phone, getting on my nerves. You know what I'm saying? She need to hear that. Yeah, I know Purple Unicorn.
Cute.
She the best thing since sliced bread, all that jazz, okay?
Shit. On that note.
On that note, good God, Purple Unicorn.
We're going to go to the next, probably the last subject, which was something I saw on Instagram the other day. Somebody, I think you might have sent it to me, I don't know. But it was a guy saying that men should stop validating women on Instagram when they're in their own relationships, meaning that, you know, all these, pictures. Just liking pictures, commenting on, you know, like these IG models that are like half naked or just looking seductive or whatever.
Looking good.
Yeah, I mean, looking good for sure. But stop validating them when you're in a relationship. And I'm sure he meant the same thing for women too.
What you mean by that? I don't understand. Validation, what you mean?
Validation today means liking your picture. So, because liking a picture makes you feel good. So, if you have 10,000 likes and you only have 1,000 followers or whatever as a woman, that's how women like. A lot of women, there's a lot of very, 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 very average women on Instagram. But if they post a lot of them in swimsuits and negligees and this and that, they can get 100,000 followers like this. 10,000 ain't shit. Like, you can get it if that's what you want to put. But yeah, I mean, a lot of us in our explore page, it might just be all that, and that's what you see, and you keep jumping more into the rabbit hole and just liking those pictures just because you like them. But you know, it's also causing something on the other end of that screen for that person. Like,
well, they say it's some endorphins or something to get released when people see likes, right?
It is.
So I don't know if that's factual.
Likes are everything on social media. That's why that button exists.
Well,
if that button didn't exist, social media wouldn't exist.
If it's monetary, I completely understand. But if you're not getting money from this, or like
they just want to be, they just want to know that.
No. Let me stop. They getting money, Mo.
That's why I say no. I say if because I know some people do.
No. They getting money, with the following and what they promoting, and et cetera. But man, if you're in a relationship, should you be liking or commenting under a picture
of another woman or another man?
I feel no. Have I? Yeah. But it's just been like unconsciously, like I'm just looking, tap, and I'm just scrolling. But it ain't with no real like super intentions, like you just craving or going crazy about it. And that's what the women think. They think you just going crazy about something that ain't, you know what I'm saying? And, it is what it is. Some people care, some don't. A lot care though.
I don't put a lot of stock in Instagram, right, when it comes to that. But I understand that I'm not what you call the new age thing. I mean, it's cool. What I'm trying to say is
I just posted the other day on Instagram, literally, this probably last week. And we gonna go from the Gabrielle Union standpoint. I put, ladies, imagine that you pay all the bills and that you just bought your man the new S63.
I like this where it's going. Go ahead.
And you you made sure every fine dining experience, you put that on your card. The trips paid for. Your man got all the designer, you're dressing them, whatever the case may be. Everything's good. Now imagine him coming in the house and saying, I seen you like Idris Elba picture.
You fucking want to kill his man.
I seen you like Idris Elba picture. What the fuck is going on?
Some goofy shit.
Is Wayne Brady gonna have to slap a bitch? Are you kidding me?
It's hilarious.
He telling the truth though, man. This shit is stupid, man. It's dumb. I'm gonna tell you something. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm bald headed and chubby, right? I don't give a goddamn who you like. I don't care if I see your ex and he got a hair full of waves with a 6-pack and all that. Guess what I'm gonna do? To me, in my eyes, ain't nothing better than me. So I can't. Your body and who you are is not like a car. You can't buy a new one next year. This is the one that God gifted you at birth. You got to ride this motherfucker till the wheels fall off.
You can make it better next year.
Well, I mean, everybody going to the chop shop, BBLs and all that.
Not even that. Go to the fucking gym.
So let's talk about that. Even still, chop shop, gym, all of that. The problem is a lot of people, and this is men and women, they don't like themselves.
I agree.
That right there. There's nothing you can do to overcome that.
100,000%.
There's nothing you can do to overcome that. I cannot make you happy if you already unhappy with yourself.
I'm glad you said that because I wasn't even gonna bring that up. But you're absolutely because a lot of these. I'm not even talking about IG model. Just let's say just girls in our city, women in our city that are they have all these followers here. They post amazing pictures that people like, and I've gone on dates with some of these people, and they are the most motherfucking low self-esteem people I've ever seen in my life.
It's crazy.
I've had one ask me like, cause I told her to come out. I knew her, but I didn't know her. So I hit her. I was like, yo, let's come meet me. Let's have some drinks. So we met. And she was like, so is this a date? I'm like, I mean, I guess it could be whatever. We're just hanging out. But yeah. And she was like, why would you want to date a loser like me? And I was like, what? Like, I literally was like, what? Yeah, throw me off. But her persona on Instagram and social media was the complete opposite of that. The most confident, show everything, like, but after that instance, and then I went back and looked at her IG and the stuff she posted in her story and stuff, because she's posting like comments from her pictures that men would say. So that was her boost. Her boost was Chase liked it, and he said he put the 2 heart emojis under it, and then her coming up was like, look at what these niggas are doing. But if a real nigga actually asks you out to come to a nice place to have fucking drinks, you're like, why do you like me? Like, the shit was mind blowing to me. And that's when I realized, all of you guys, most of you have low self-esteem. Why you're doing
crazy. It's crazy. I've laid in the same bed and I gotta hear, you didn't like any of my pictures. I like you. I'm in bed, sleep with you.
Cuddling right now.
I'm not trying to hide.
Just go like my picture anyway.
We right here, boo.
It make you want to do like all 50 of her pictures.
I'm double tapping you in real life.
Here's the booty.
Double tapping.
Tap.
And you coming, we're having a conversation in the middle of
you
the
in my
night
home, in my bed.
about me not liking your pictures.
That's crazy.
That's
So I could go, now I can say, now she could say, oh, but I saw you, now this is where that question comes in the but I saw you like all these other girls' pictures. I'm gonna tell you the truth, me, and I give you this secret, I don't like nobody pictures. Not because I don't think that the woman is fine. Not that I don't think the girl I'm with is fine. But you know what?
They keep the bullshit down?
It keeps the bullshit away. Because the conversation can't never go, you liked her pictures. I didn't like her pictures. I didn't like your pictures. I ain't like my friend's pictures.
Yo, I like this.
Because the fact that I have to explain myself about an app on a phone is really driving me crazy.
Which is supposed to be for fun.
I wish I could go unlike. I wish they had an unlike button and like how they got the unfollow.
Because I've seen it. I've seen girls literally, let me see your Instagram, see the name, so they can see your name.
Right.
And then they'll go to their homegirls' pages.
Tell about Shorty that said, oh, he like my girl pictures.
Yeah.
Now I don't want to talk to him.
I'm about to, boom. I'm talking to girls. She like, you ain't got no friends for my people. Woo, woo. I'm like, yeah. I throw a name out there. My man. She go, what's his Instagram? Boom. So now she see his name. She go start scrolling through all these different girls she know, whether she know them or not. Even the famous ones, they think they know them. People don't know you. And she like, oh no, I can't. Your homie was liking this. I'm like, what? So my man can't talk to your home. My man can't talk to your home girl because he liked this girl picture over here. That's crazy. I'm like, y'all sound crazy. Word. You sound crazy. But that's where we are.
Let me say this: when now me being able to say I'm on both sides, I'm out of the loop and in the loop. Ladies, listen. When I don't even, there's certain people I don't follow, right? Because I realize, right, that me following them, right, could possibly be a problem. I'm talking about, like, even with my son, I don't like people knowing who my son is. You know what I'm saying? Now, I love my son. You know what I'm saying? But my son has a whole different genre of friends that he deals with, right? And he's in the business world, and so I don't follow him, and I follow him personally because his page is wide open. Mine's is private, so I don't play that game with him. You know what I mean? Now, don't get it mistaken. I'm still a little bit. I'm not the smartest or the smartest motherfucker in the room with the sharpest knife in the drawer, right? But damn, you mean to tell me a double tap mean that much? It is worth risking a relationship.
I don't even follow nobody. My rule is as soon as I start talking to you, I unfollow you. Woo.
What your chick, the chick you dealing with.
Period.
Yeah.
If I start talking to you, I'm unfollowing you.
We don't want no problems.
Don't talk to me. Yeah. You know, that's a real shit.
Nah, real shit.
Yeah,
I avoid all that.
I'm gonna tell you something. You understand something. I'm not saying all women, right? But a lot of individuals like when guys DM them. They like when guys like them.
I mean, it's not one-sided. Women, men too.
No, I just said, that's why I slowed it up.
Yeah,
One thing about me, I try to, when I speak,
these little young
I try to speak diplomatically, right? When I'm trying to play fair here.
Yeah.
When I say that, a lot of people seek accreditation from other people for whatever it is.
People that don't even know.
Right.
Which is what somebody just said on our IG Live.
Or people you do know. For instance, right, if, like the woman I deal with, right, I had to explain to her, be careful, because people are now, even though they may know me, may approach you in a different manner. Be cautious with that. I'm not telling you not to be yourself, but be very cautious with that, because some people, right, they build this expectation up in their mind, and they say, hey, I'm going to go with this person because X and X is dealing with them. Or I saw X and X talking to him. Or whatever. So if a person wants to get with you and they're a better man than me, then let them come at you as the better man, not using me.
Oh yeah, nigga would use your face card instantly.
So
we got calls. No, it's got to stop. In 2023, if you still talking about niggas to try to get a girl, like that shit is so.
But that's
some of the late. You know what it is? Instagram. Now I'm not gonna say turned a lot of. It helped a lot of niggas that was bitches deep down inside come out and be the bitches that they are. Niggas is hoes, man. A lot of these niggas is hoes. They always been hoes deep down inside. And once they saw Instagram, somebody else do it and not get the backlash how it used to be, it was like, damn, been wanting to be a hoe my whole life. Let me come out and do hoe shit.
How you feel about that? Like if you dating a woman, right, and all of a sudden she turns around and shows you her DM, and she say, hey, Mike just DM'd me. Your man Mike just DM'd her and said, hey, you look nice in that dress or whatever. Hear me out. Now, me personally, right, I'm like this. I sit back and I allow, like I would in the street. If I see a man approach my woman, my lady, and he grab her hand or whatever the case may be, I may be seeing it through the club. This woman, however many years she is old, 25, 30, 35, 40, whatever, this bitch been handling her shit her whole life. She knows how to handle a situation where it's not agreeing to what her situation is now, her status or whatever. So I expect her to handle it. I expect the exact same thing if you doing the DM situation. Whether you do, and it's not about not responding. A motherfucker see he can't DM you no more. He understood what your response was. A lot of people still play with these scorpions, and then later on they holler, I got stung. You didn't get stung. You like the attention or accreditation of men.
Absolutely.
And you wanted that. You know what I'm saying? With me, if I'd have turned around and showed your best friend or your girlfriend or somebody you cool with and just DM me and some damn Rob, you know what I'm saying? You know, you could have took me on that trip.
Yeah.
Once I see that, I'm going to unfollow her or make sure she can't do that again. Because to me, first thing I'm thinking, it's a goddamn setup. Second thing I'm thinking, this ain't right. It's a bell ringing in me that ain't right. Fuck what her girlfriend look like. If I'm cool with you or with this young lady, I'm going to get rid of that. I'm not going to try to find a reason. Oh, she just said, why did I take her on the trip? That was nice of her.
Yeah.
Or she just, you know, if I don't want accreditation from somebody outside my relationship, then I need to act like it. I saw a meme saying a woman can unfollow you today if you and her get to arguing. She'll block you and unfollow you, but she couldn't unfollow
The
her
niggas,
ex-boyfriend from last year.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is, come on, people, listen. When the people who hurt people the most cry the loudest when they get hurt. Stop crying, man. You know what I'm saying? If this game is called fuckery, then goddamn it, let's play the cards of what they was dealt.
Yeah. Because look, I remember one of my exes, she used to be like, yeah, your man in my DM. And I'd be like, oh yeah. I say, show me. You know what I'm saying? She would never show me. Or what do you say? Or who is he?
She don't want to share responses and all that.
So I can stop fucking with him. You feel me? Because he most certainly know. And if he must not be my man if he doing that. But she would never say nothing. You feel me? But, you know, I'm telling her, I'm like, you reading it, you entertaining it, something.
Obviously entertaining.
You know what I'm saying? I say this girl's man, I shoot, you know, what's up, might, you know, say something. They don't even read that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
And that's the thing.
And
Or they read it, just don't
yeah,
respond.
or they don't
Which is
respond.
even worse.
They don't even read. That's deep.
But yeah, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, she was on that. You know, and I don't know if it was real, she was using it for bait to just make a nigga jealous, but you know,
More
at the
than
end of the
likely.
day, man,
I mean, you know that was a toxic situation anyway, but we ain't gonna talk about that. But yeah, we understand.
Yeah.
No, but you're right. There are, you know, women that, yeah, so and so is my DM or people in my DM. All right, that's good. Handle it. That ain't got nothing to do with me. Like, because I'm handling what's in my DM and you don't even know. Look, me personally.
But what is handling it?
Handling it is
Doing what you was going to do if I wasn't here.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah, well, if I'm not here.
Exactly.
I'm not here, so what you gonna do? What you stand on?
What do you really feel about
really
that
fuck
DM?
with me?
Yeah.
You really fuck with me? Are we really
But if a woman is your woman and she loves you, she fucks with you and all of that, and somebody's in her DM, immediately she's shutting that shit down.
Yeah.
Immediately. Whether that's I'm deleting it, I'm blocking this person, which you don't even have to go that far, or just reading it and not saying shit is also dealing with it, or telling it, yo, you know who my man is, right? Yada yada. Okay, that's his page. You can go to him and tell him what you tell me.
Now, hear me out. See, being from the old school prior to Instagram and social media like that, right? I have seen women, right, and how they brace men about certain. You don't want a war or a fight or argument to happen between your man. So, certain, like I'd have been in a mall. I'm shopping. My girl is 2 hours away from me looking at something. A guy approaches her, right? She tell him, whoa, champ, you know what I'm saying? I got a man. She walks the two hours back. I can see because I'm tall, I'm looking. She walks the 2 hours back and park her ass right here and showing me a bullshit shirt that I don't give a fuck about. Once he comes here and says something here, that's become my problem. With Instagram, you're not allowed to have those kind of confrontations where you switch it over to me and allow me to handle that part. Because once you told him you was with somebody, he should have let it go. What I'm saying to you is, these guys now able to shoot shots, and you don't understand. If you keep that private and didn't show what somebody sent you in the DM, you cheating. bitch, you cheating, or you potentially cheating on your way.
I saw that you said she cheating and she keep letting him shoot his shot.
Well, I'm telling you, guys, if I know, George, if I know you personally, right?
So there's two people on IG Live that are actually asking this question right now. No, but I mean, you can continue, but one of them saying, what do you do if you handle it and also let you know as like her man know because your boy was disrespectful, but you don't do anything about it?
The onus don't fall on the man.
Yeah.
The person that had somebody say something to them, the onus falls on you to be intelligent enough and old enough and mature enough to make a slick response. For instance, if somebody was to say something to me like, hey, you know what? I want you to, I know you got a birthday coming up or whatever. I want you to come to my club. Cool, me and Rob will be there. That was all the response needed, bitch. Nothing else needed to be said. He'll be straight from then on in. But if you turn around and don't respond,
I understand this.
Right? You left a wide open lane if he want to come back again. See, what people don't understand is
some people are just fucking persistent.
Yeah, but that's same. Hear me out. I'm gonna tell you something. A lot of
sucker ass niggas.
I'm not doubting.
It's not about being a sucker ass nigga. It's the fact that you're behind the screen. I'm not physically in front of you.
Right. You can say
so no, because then you got wild disrespect. Because I'll give you a situation where I had to call him to come up to MK one night, and I had to call the cavalry. I'm in there with my ex at the time. We're together. It's some dude birthday. He's buying everybody shots, and everybody. He give her one, he give me one, but he buys her another one. And so I'm sitting, and she was like, that's my boyfriend. And he was like, oh, well, that's your boyfriend? Okay. So then he still keep going at her. I'm sitting right next to her.
What you mean going at her?
He like, so what's up? I can get your number. He's like, I just told you. So she said, I just told you that's my boyfriend. He comes around and he goes, that's your girl? I said, yeah. He was like, that's crazy. He was like, no, this is exactly word for word what he said. He said, that's crazy.
Not that's crazy.
He's like, I'll die behind that.
What?
So I said,
what's that? Wait.
No, there wasn't no more talking after that. I took my chain off. I gave it to her. Big Boy used to be the security then, the big fat dude, the dark skinned dude, make the plates and all that. And I said, Jones. Yeah. I said, Jones, don't let her come. I said, don't let her come outside. I said, you gotta come outside, my man. And he was like, when I see he had all his men with him, and they all came outside with me. And it just so happened, somebody that they knew, that they respected, was walking in and said, Chase, you good? I said, nah, these niggas got me fucked up. And he was like, and he told them, he's like, this like family. Ooh, they was like, oh, no, you know OG. Ooh. And so I let it be. And I called him this MK the next day. And after he was in MK, they didn't remember me. And I was by myself. And I called Eddie and everybody up there. And they all sitting down. And they didn't know I had Eddie and all them with me. And I walked up to him at the bar. I said, you remember me? I said, you did all that faking in front of my girl. He was like, nah, we ain't got no problem. We ain't got a, man, this nigga, I had somebody ready to think, niggas was finna smoke this man. Cause y'all act like y'all was finna stab me up, all this. It's crazy, but see, with that right there in his hand, hey, I ain't gonna lie. Cause here's the thing, I ain't gonna lie. I've been in this nigga in this girl DM. You got a man, I don't give a damn about that man. I don't know that man. Is you going on this trip or what? Yeah. I booked the ticket right now. You just saying that. You just saying that. You don't even like me.
She entertaining it.
Yeah.
She entertaining it. See,
that's the thing. Now, that's where I see where you entertaining it.
Right.
But at the same time, I know for a fact, just off a respect level, I wouldn't do that if that man was out with that girl.
Then let me say this. I done been in your situation. What you went through, I've been in that, right? I got up, and it was, matter of fact, not too recently, right?
Listen, we got 5 minutes, guys.
Okay, I got up and walked away, and a guy was talking to me about betting. We was gambling about a game. They don't know from a can of DuPont paint. I got up, went to the bathroom, whatever. He went at my girl. And basically, when I came back, she said, hey, this cocksucker just went at me, blah, 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 blah. And that's how that played. But now I done been in situations where I got informed that this had happened beforehand. Now me, I'm a slick talking nigga. And I want you to know I'm disrespectful to you. I need you to understand the disrespect. So I done told the dude, hey, I heard you was talking to Shawty when I left. Make sure that you don't kiss her in the mouth because you'll be a secondhand dick sucker. She just took care of me before I came in. I just thought I'd give you a hands up. So now I want to be I'm a rotten motherfucker. Like I want to let you know, right?
You want to invite
Playing with me. You know what I'm saying? And so when it bothers me that new screen that you guys got, it allows people to have a shield in front of them when they come in and shooting bullshit. So I'm telling you now that I'm from the old school. So a smack is a smack is a smack. It may not be a smack from a screen, but it's a smack for me regardless.
Yo, I ain't
Play
gonna
with me,
lie.
it's gonna happen.
On some real shit. I'm the type of nigga that's like, yo, I don't expect nothing less. If I know what I got,
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
don't expect nothing less.
Yeah.
I expect every time I walk past you, I expect if a nigga on your right or your left, behind you, in front of you, if he peep you, he gonna say something to you, or he gonna see what I see. So if I see that, I'm like, all right, let's keep it a buck. You already got random niggas who just gonna try to fuck everything moving. I already know you shouldn't be going for that. And if you go for that, you just did me a favor. Right? So the only nigga you gonna go for is the nigga that's on the level that I'm at or greater, right? But after you go, you again did me a favor. So I gotta let you do what you gonna do, and I gotta expect that every nigga gonna do the same shit that I would do. Point blank period.
When you consider what's blatant disrespect?
No. If I see something and I don't know what's attached to it, I could go at it, right?
Right.
Now, if I know she attached, I'm just play my position. But I've been fortunate. Let me not even bring that up. But nevertheless, the point I'm making is, if I see something that I think is hot, I'm gonna go for it, right? So I should expect every nigga to do that. The only thing I'm wondering right now is you. He doing everything I expect him to do.
Right.
But what are you doing?
Right.
If you keep it up, then you showing me, all right, you can't be with me.
Yeah, for everybody.
If you shut it down,
Okay.
you showing me that you real, but you gotta hold it down.
Listen, I was at a party.
Hold on, what were you about to say?
Go ahead.
Nah, he got George got to it, but yeah, I was about to say I'm in a relationship with this girl. Yeah, we already know that my lady bad, so they're gonna shoot. But what is her
Reaction to it.
You know what I'm saying?
So
If you got Keanu Reeves, you ain't into me.
No, with that being, give me 1 second, please, gentlemen. I was out at a party recently. It ain't even been a week ago. Me and my lady together. We on the middle of the floor because it was standing room only. We got some drinks, we chilling. A dude glided past, and he been watching her all night. He glides past, and he says something real slick. I kind of caught a piece of it. She caught all of it, and she turned around and was like, what the fuck? I told her, hey, it's time to go. I hit a beeline straight to the cat. As soon as I get up on him, right, that testosterone is overwhelming. I'm a silverback gorilla. I don't tolerate chimpanzees or monkeys. You dig what I'm saying? So I said, you good, nigga? He was like this. I said, like I thought. Now, don't get it mistaken. I'm a silverback. If I met Kong, then so be it. It's my day to not be here. I'm not telling you to be violent whenever somebody says something to your ladies. I'm not telling you to address dudes in a DM in that manner, but watch how your lady address it and watch how she takes these things. If she consider them accreditations and they more than double taps to her, then that's fine. And you know what you're working with. The whore of Babylon ain't just in the Bible. The bitch is walking around here right now. And I'm done with that.
And I get the bottom line is we should
Drop the mic. Drop the mic, Jay.
we should not be validating anybody on Instagram when we're in a relationship. Basically, yeah. Like I mean, like G said, you know, and I've done it. Like anybody that I'm in a relationship with, I'm not following you because I'm not trying to worry about anything you might.
Liking your pictures, my man like your pictures, the nigga I'm
not.
close to.
Nothing like and my men, my boys that I introduce you to, yeah, you should be liking her pictures. Matter of fact, like, nah, get her likes up. Because I know the men I'm around.
That's right.
And that's just love.
Know your circle.
Yeah.
That's just love. It ain't
right. Know your circle.
It's not the man, this dude that I just met 2 months ago, and he's liking all your pictures, and like, what the fuck is this nigga doing? Like, nah, like, I know my men, and so that's it. If George is like, oh, I love that picture, and he's coaching you, that's just love.
Yeah, it's love.
You know what I mean? So it's
Man,
on
listen,
me
man.
to explain it if you don't even know that relationship yet.
My man still work with my peoples, man. It made them look real, fly for they situations. So, we know what it is, man. We just gotta check it, ladies, man, and guys. The ladies know that we checking it. You know what I'm saying? We gonna let y'all know, when the fuckery going on and shit like that.
I definitely.
But
if you don't do what you want, if you do what you want done onto yourself. So you gotta ask yourself, would I like if my guy like this, or what I like if my guy was didn't like this response? I mean, you can play it. Some women say you need to tell her this, or you need to tell her that. Stop. You need to do the same thing. We all need to act like if you got dog tags on you, motherfucker, act like it. If you walking around here, are you a freelance? Then guess what? Be a freelance. But always remember, right? You cannot have it both ways. You can't accept the guy's DM and his compliments on a low-key status, tell your man about it, and still entertain it. It does not make sense the same way it wouldn't make sense if a woman DM me and I entertain what she's saying at the same time telling you about it. What am I trying to get? Double taps from you and double taps from her? I need to figure out what I want. Either I'm a double tap nigga or I'm a single tap nigga and I'm just with my girl.
I'm going like Future, though. Shout out to the concert. I'm in a relationship with all my bitches. I got a problem, man. I think I need help.
That brings it full circle. We're gonna end it right there. Hey, we had a full men's panel today for the first time. Appreciate you, Chase. My guys, you already know. G, Eddie, Big Rob. Second episode of the year. Appreciate y'all.
Nah, we good.
My life a movie, hey. Every day, new day, move things, do things like my life a movie, hey. Every day, a new day, move things, do things like my life a movie, hey. Every day, new day, move things, do things like my life a movie, hey. Pull up in a big man range, straight to the stage, make a big man play. Trade 5 others, our big man J.